For me, it's been the hardest event to get my confidence.
Mikaela Shiffrin's journey in the world of alpine skiing is nothing short of legendary. With 99 World Cup victories under her belt, she's just one win away from hitting the elusive 100th mark, a milestone that would secure her place as the greatest of all time. But fate has thrown a curveball at the reigning queen of the slopes. A freak injury during the Killington World Cup event in Vermont has put her record-breaking season on hold, leaving fans devastated and the skiing world in shock. The drama began in November 2024, right after her triumphant win in Gurgel, Austria. Just as she seemed unstoppable, Shiffrin suffered a puncture wound to her abdomen during a crash in Killington's giant slalom event. The incident shocked everyone, not just because of its rarity. Abdominal injuries are almost unheard of in alpine skiing, but because it happened to Shiffrin, a skier known for her precision and near-flawless technique. She was leading the race and looked poised to clinch her 100th victory when disaster struck. Sliding off course, she hit a gate, flipped, and landed hard, leaving her sprawled in the snow. The sight of Shiffrin being taken down the slope on a stretcher was a sobering moment for her fans, who have become accustomed to seeing her dominate rather than falter. In the days that followed, the skiing world collectively held its breath as news trickled in about her condition. Shiffrin took to social media to reassure her supporters, explaining that while there was no ligament or bone damage, the puncture wound and severe muscle trauma would require weeks of recovery. "I just can't move," she wrote. "Thank you for your support. I'll be back, but it's going to take some time." Despite her positive outlook, the injury couldn't have come at a worse time. With the World Cup season in full swing, every missed race is a missed opportunity to make history. The timing of Shiffrin's injury adds an extra layer of heartbreak. The FIS Ski World Cup has now returned to one of her favorite venues, Flachau, Austria. The Austrian course holds a special place in her career. It's where she achieved some of her most memorable victories. Last year, she claimed her 94th World Cup win on this very slope, and the atmosphere in Flachau is said to be one of the best in the circuit. "I'll miss you, Flachau," Shiffrin wrote in a heartfelt post on X. "One of the best races, with the best atmosphere on the Off-Ice Alpine World Cup circuit." Her absence from this iconic race is undoubtedly bittersweet, both for her and for her fans. While Shiffrin sits on the sidelines, the World Cup action in Flachau is heating up and Team USA is rallying behind their queen. Shiffrin herself is using this time to cheer on her teammates, showing unwavering support despite her own setbacks. "I'm really gonna miss racing it this year," she said, "but I'm so looking forward to cheering on all my teammates." This spirit of camaraderie and resilience is part of what has made Shiffrin such an enduring figure in the sport. But make no mistake, missing Flachau is a gut punch for Shiffrin. The 29-year-old skier has spoken candidly about how much this race means to her. Over the years, she has experienced incredible highs on this course, and it's clear that sitting out is not just a physical challenge, but an emotional one as well. "That's a race that means a lot to me," she admitted. "So many incredible moments." The stakes couldn't be higher as the rest of the skiing world charges ahead. Shiffrin's competitors have a chance to close the gap while she recuperates, and the fight for the Crystal Globe, the ultimate prize in the World Cup standings, is becoming more intense with each passing race. Meanwhile, Shiffrin's fans are left wondering, when will their hero return, and will she be the same force of nature she was before the injury? Despite the uncertainty, Shiffrin's determination remains unshaken. Her social media posts and interviews suggest that she's using this time to reflect and recharge, preparing for what she hopes will be an unforgettable comeback. "It's going to take a few weeks at least," she said, "but I'll be back, and I'll be stronger for it." As the icy slopes of Flachau host the world's best skiers this week, Shiffrin's absence is a poignant reminder of how unpredictable sports can be. For now, the queen of alpine skiing is sidelined, but her story is far from over. With 99 wins under her belt, she's still on the cusp of history, and when she does return, the world will be watching. The anticipation for Mikaela Shiffrin's return is electric, but the spotlight isn't just on her potential comeback. The skiing world is also buzzing with rumors of Lindsey Vonn's re-entry into the sport. At 40 years old, the 4-time World Cup champion and 3-time Olympic medalist has announced her intent to compete again, years after retiring due to a string of injuries and a partial knee replacement. This news has only added to the drama surrounding the current FIS World Cup season. Vonn, often considered Shiffrin's predecessor in American skiing dominance, has been vocal about her love for the sport and her readiness to return. "Why not?" she said in a recent interview. "My body feels amazing. I'm not holding on to the past, I'm embracing the future." Vonn's determination to return has drawn mixed reactions from the skiing community. While some say it as an inspiring testament to her resilience, others question whether a 40-year-old with a history of injuries can realistically compete against younger, faster athletes. The timing of Vonn's announcement is nothing short of dramatic. With Shiffrin sidelined, Vonn's return is poised to steal some of the spotlight, creating a unique dynamic between the two ski legends. Though their careers overlapped briefly, Shiffrin and Vonn are often compared, with debates raging over who deserves the title of the greatest skier of all time. For Vonn, her comeback is not about eclipsing Shiffrin's legacy, but about proving to herself and the world that she still has what it takes. "I don't need to prove anything to anybody," Vonn said. "This is for me." Vonn's return also raises questions about how Shiffrin might approach the next phase of her career. While Shiffrin is only 29, her intense schedule and record-breaking achievements have already cemented her legacy. Could Vonn's decision to return inspire Shiffrin to extend her career, or will it serve as a cautionary tale about knowing when to step away? In a recent interview, Vonn offered her thoughts on Shiffrin's future, saying she can go as long as she wants, but she might want to narrow her focus to safer disciplines. The drama doesn't stop there. Shiffrin's injury has reignited discussions about safety in skiing, particularly in high-speed disciplines like the giant slalom. Critics argue that the sport needs to do more to protect its athletes, while others maintain that risk is an inherent part of skiing's appeal. Shiffrin herself has been candid about the challenges of balancing safety with performance. "It's part of the sport," she said. "You take the risks because you love it, but it's always in the back of your mind." Meanwhile, Shiffrin's fans are grappling with their own frustrations. The decentralized broadcast rights for the FIS World Cup have made it difficult for many to follow the action, particularly in the United States. Even as excitement builds for Shiffrin's potential return, many fans feel left out, unable to watch their favorite athlete's journey. "It's crazy that in 2025, we still can't watch ski racing easily," one fan tweeted. Shiffrin herself has acknowledged the issue, saying, "It's not the most ideal situation, but I hope fans will find ways to watch and support us." As the season progresses, the rivalry between Shiffrin and Vonn, whether real or perceived, adds another layer of intrigue. Vonn's potential comeback could set up a showdown on the slopes, with both athletes fighting to solidify their legacies. While Shiffrin holds the record for most World Cup wins, Vonn's return could provide her with an opportunity to add to her own impressive tally. Imagine the narrative: a seasoned veteran defying the odds to reclaim her place among the best, while a reigning queen fights to stay on top. It's the kind of story that sports fans live for. The ripple effects of Shiffrin's injury and Vonn's comeback are being felt across the skiing world. Younger athletes now have a chance to make their mark, stepping into the spotlight in Shiffrin's absence. Rising stars like Lara Curry and Camille Rast, who both secured their first World Cup podiums this season, are seizing the moment. Their performances have injected fresh energy into the sport, reminding fans that the future of skiing is bright. Still, the focus remains on Shiffrin and Vonn, two icons at very different stages of their careers. For Shiffrin, the question is not just when she'll return, but how. Can she bounce back from such a rare and debilitating injury to reach the 100-win milestone? For Vonn, the question is whether her body can withstand the rigors of competitive skiing after years of wear and tear. Both women face immense challenges, but their stories are a testament to the resilience and determination that define elite athletes. The next few months promise to be pivotal. Will Shiffrin make her triumphant return and secure her place in history with a 100th World Cup win? Will Vonn defy the odds and prove that age is just a number? One thing is certain: the drama, the rivalry, and the sheer unpredictability of the season are keeping fans on the edge of their seats.